It was just after dawn when the scream shattered the silence of the sleepy cul-de-sac. Not a human scream, no, it was more piercing, more desperate. At first, Ellen thought it was a child. She rushed to the window, heart pounding, expecting to see some neighborhood prankster or a kid in distress. But what she saw made her freeze in place. Perched on her second-floor windowsill was a parrot, vivid green feathers, crimson tail, and a golden ring around one leg. It was ruffled and trembling, its eyes scanning the room behind the glass like it was looking for someone. Then, as if sensing her presence, it tilted its head and said in a voice so human it sent chills down her spine. "He's still in the basement. Help him. Please." Ellen's breath caught in her throat. She stumbled back from the window. The parrot watched her intently, pacing slightly along the ledge. The words echoed in her mind. "He's still in the basement." What did that even mean? Whose voice had it mimicked? Was it a prank? Her fingers trembled as she opened the window. The parrot didn't fly away. Instead, it hopped closer and repeated, even more desperately, "He's still there. No light. Cold. Help him, help him." Ellen grabbed a towel from the bathroom and gently scooped the bird inside. It didn't resist. She brought it into the kitchen, placing it on the counter. Her fingers moved instinctively to her phone, dialing animal control, but something in the bird's voice, the unmistakable emotion, stopped her. Instead, she posted in the neighborhood Facebook group. "Did anyone lose a parrot? It landed on my window this morning saying something strange. Please DM me." Within minutes, the post exploded with comments. Most were amused. Some were concerned. But then came one reply that made her stomach drop. "That sounds like Charlie. My uncle's bird. But, my uncle's been missing for 3 days." The message came from a young woman named Samira, who lived just a few blocks away. She was at Ellen's doorstep within 10 minutes, holding a photo of a man in his 60s and the same bright green parrot perched proudly on his shoulder. "That's him," Ellen confirmed. "And that's definitely the bird." Samira's hands were shaking. "My Uncle Adam lives alone. Well, with Charlie. No one's heard from him since Tuesday. I thought maybe he went out of town." Ellen recounted what Charlie had said. The urgency. The word basement. Without another word, the two women rushed to Adam's house, Samira's hands barely steady enough to unlock the front door. The moment they stepped inside, Charlie squawked loudly and flapped toward the basement door, squawking. "Downstairs. Hurry. Cold. Help." The smell hit them first, damp, musty, and something else. Something wrong. They flicked on the basement light and descended the stairs slowly. About halfway down, Samira screamed. At the foot of the stairs, slumped near a toppled shelf, lay Adam. He was barely conscious, his lips cracked, a bruised gash across his forehead. A piece of a broken step had collapsed under him days earlier while he was carrying boxes, knocking him unconscious. He hadn't moved since. They called an ambulance, and within minutes, the house swarmed with medics and neighbors who'd seen the Facebook post. Adam was rushed to the hospital, barely clinging to life, but stable. Charlie, who had been pacing outside during the commotion, returned to his perch on the windowsill, staring down at the ambulance. "He's okay now," the bird said softly. Word of the parrot's message spread like wildfire. The local news ran the story. National outlets picked it up. "Parrot saves man's life" was the headline everywhere. But for Ellen, and especially for Samira, it was more than a viral moment, it was a miracle. Adam recovered fully over the next few weeks. He remembered falling, the pain, the cold. He remembered calling out weakly in the darkness. And he remembered Charlie's soft coos, staying close, refusing to leave his side. "He kept me alive," Adam said from his hospital bed, voice thick with emotion. "I think he knew no one was coming. So he came for help himself." Neighbors who had always passed each other with a nod now stopped to talk, to share, to connect. Ellen became close with Samira and visited Adam regularly. Charlie became a local celebrity, often riding on Adam's shoulder through the town park. But beyond the fame, beyond the awe, the story left behind something more lasting. It reminded everyone that love, true, fierce love, knows no species. That heroes come in all forms. And that sometimes, a cry for help doesn't come from a person, but from a creature who refuses to give up on the person they love. So the next time you hear a strange voice outside your window, pause for a moment. Listen closely. Because you never know, it just might save a life.